Before, I was a qualified knife combat instructor. I was just a normal person, and I was involved against my will in 3 knife fights in my life, one in Spain, one in Romania, one in the UK, and at the very least 2 of them, they were really life-changing, and I'm lucky that I'm alive today. But in one of them, the one in Romania, what saved my life was this small blade. This very small blade saved my life of being battered to death by hooligans in Romania. But you know the best of it? Is that this knife, saved my life without me hurting badly anyone. Just using this tool in a very clever way saved my life, bought me time to escape from a difficult, dangerous situation that was threatening my life. And I didn't end up in jail, and I didn't end up killing anyone, okay? Maybe minor injuries, but I use it in a very clever way. That's why we are doing this video, because you can defend yourself without hurting anyone badly, without going to jail, without killing anyone. That's the main point of this video. If I need to do an active defense with a knife, which is what I did to save my life 12 years ago in Bucharest, okay? I'm gonna put the knife in front of me, but not like this, because then what happened? Someone is gonna grab it, okay? But I need to keep the distance. As if my attacker comes to me, I'm gonna try to use it to cut whatever is in front of me, okay? I'm gonna use it this way, okay? That saves my life. I just scratch him with a plastic knife, okay? In a very defensive stance, I'm gonna try to de-escalate. I don't want to use the knife. Then the knife is gonna be at the back. This hand is gonna be the de-escalation tool, and also it's gonna be my shield. If someone throws me something, this is the last thing that I want to use. I'm gonna use it only if I have to. And then I'm gonna tell my opponent, leave me alone, mate, leave me alone. I have a knife, but I don't want to use it. Leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm controlling who is behind me, obviously. I'm controlling everything around me, but I don't want to use the knife. I'm protecting myself with this hand, and I only use the knife if I have to do it. And then it's at the back. This is my shield, and then I'm going to use the knife only if I really need to do it, okay? Okay, guys, again, he's cutting my neck. A lot of martial artists, they do this. Yeah, it looks great in martial arts, but in reality, what is gonna happen is you're gonna cut your neck, okay? So if someone is trying to cut my neck, I'm gonna stop with my hand and with my knife itself. If I'm in the UK in winter and he's wearing a jacket, maybe it's not going to be very useful, but if I'm in Spain, I'm going to cut him in there. And probably he's not going to be useful, he's not going to be able to use that arm. Again, he wants to cut my neck, I can block and stab him, right? 2 problems. Probably I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to have moral issues the rest of my life, and secondly, he's not going to die straight away. On the contrary, the adrenaline is going to keep him alive, and probably he's going to stab me as well, and we are going to end up in 6 minutes, both of us. So I need to do something to disable him more than to kill him. I don't want to go to jail, I don't want to kill him, but also it's not going to work because he's going to be alive for another 5-6 minutes, keep on attacking me. Okay? So if he comes to me, what I'm going to do is to go to the eyes, go to the eyebrows, okay? Go to the nose, okay? And then maybe I'm going to kick the balls. And then he's going to be in pain and blind. Enemy cannot see, enemy cannot fight. Well, guys, the problem is I'm human. I'm trying to de-escalate, I'm scared of my life, and he tries to cut my throat. Probably my instinct is gonna tell me to get out of the place, okay? And sometimes it's better not to follow your instincts, other times it's better not to fight your instincts. In this case, I'm not going to fight my instinct. So if he comes, I'm gonna come here, but when he's coming back, and then I really need to come to him and cut him, and cut him, and cut him again, and cut him again. One very important point is when either is slicing or is stabbing me, when it's circular, one thing that I have to do is not only blocking, but it's also moving my body, my leg away, okay? Because if not, it's very easy that in the end I'm gonna end up jumping myself into the knife. So the typical psychosis killer, okay? There is a lot of things. In martial arts, they like to do this thing, and then they do flashy things. Or one thing which is called combat judo, which is very clever, that I like it a lot. Or the Filipinos, they do something which is called ganting. That's great, but you have to be very well trained and I'm not, okay? So if someone is doing that to me, even when I'm allegedly trained, but I'm not that good, if someone is doing knife speaking to me, again, I'm gonna block in there with my knife. With my little knife, no matter how little, I'm trying to control in here. I'm trying for him not to recoil. I'm gonna try to control here and I'm gonna start cutting his eye. It's a plastic knife and I'm really hurting him. And it's a plastic knife and I'm already hurting him. So, look, camera. I'm hurting him with a plastic knife. If it's a Swiss knife, this is bleeding a lot already. If he managed to recoil because he's stronger than my arm and he's faster than me, at the very least I caught him once. Okay, he come back again, I'm cutting him. Okay, every time he's coming, he has been cut. Every time he's coming, I'm cutting him. Okay? And then he's gonna be not so sure about his capabilities to kill me. So the typical stab to the belly, I'm dead. Okay, again, I can do the typical Krav Maga 360 and cut his neck, right? Or even better, stabbing, okay? Again, plastic knife and I'm hurting him. But again, I don't want to go to jail, I don't want to kill him, and still he's gonna have a few minutes before he dies to kill me, to keep on attacking me. What I'm going to do, again, I block with my arm and my blade. I'm starting to cut his arm and disable here his arm, okay? And then I'm gonna gain his dead side, what we call his dead side, his outside, okay? This is his alive side, we call in Spanish, the inside, because then he can grapple me and then he can stab me. No, I block, I cut, and I come here, and then I can cut his eyes, here, the shoulder, the fingers, the leg, okay? I want to disable him, the tendons, I want to disable him, and then run away. Okay, that's the difference. That's a criminal look-alike, okay? There's a lot of them in London, sadly, in New York, in Madrid, in many cities. You can have this type of people. No, we are not using a knife as a gangster look-alike weapon against your gangster enemies, okay? This is not about, this video is not about this.
We did a video recently about how to defend yourselves when you're unarmed and somebody is threatening you with a knife. So if you're interested in learning more about that, make sure you check out that video. And please like and subscribe for more self-defense content. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, amigos.